Hi guys, welcome to Charmed Intuition Tarot. So for today's question, I thought we'd have a little fun and do what will my love life story be? So what movie will my love life be like? So what I did was I shuffled 3 piles and I used 3 different decks for each pile. And then for the indicators, we've got Skittles, popcorn, and M&Ms. So basically whichever you would choose if you were to watch a movie right now is your pile. And what I did was I printed out the names of about 10 or 15 random romantic movies. And I'm going to pick one for each pile. And then we're also going to do your charms. And we'll see what your story will be, okay? So take your time, pause the video if you need to, and pick whichever pile you're most drawn to, okay? And we'll start with group number 1. Hi, group 1. So if you chose the Skittles, this reading is for you. And the question again was, what will my love story be? So what movie will my love story be like? So I've got a bunch of movies in here, and we're going to pick one, and then we'll read your cards, and we'll see what you have in store for you, okay? So let's pick these first. Sorry, I'm shaking the camera. I might have to readjust the camera too here for you. Okay. Set that there. Yeah, I might change the angle here, but let's just see. Okay. Nice, so you got the notebooks. You got one of my favorites. So, we'll just take a look at your cards. Just one moment. So you got Ace of Cups, the Hermit, Four of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Union, and the Fates. Okay, so just give me a minute here. So if you haven't seen the notebook, that's okay. I'm going to link the trailer in the description, but it's not necessary that you've seen the movie. So all it is themes from that movie just might show up in your own love story. So just take a look at the cards and we'll try and see what the message is. And we're going to do your charms as well. We've got your charms here and we'll do those in a moment. Okay. Okay. So right away I get the feeling like similar to in the movie, you both might end up coming from different backgrounds and different financial situations. So one of you might have grown up never never having to worry about money, and the other one might have experienced a little bit more financial troubles or having to worry about money more often. So there might be a little bit of difference in just your past, the way you grew up, just little differences like that might be a theme here, similar to in the movie. So with the Four of Pentacles, the person you end up with, I have a feeling, is going to be afraid of, or not afraid of change, or afraid of risk, but afraid, they might be someone to resist change, okay? So they're going to be holding on to you, or you might be holding on to them in your heart. But I have a feeling it's going to be them that's holding on to you, similar to in the movie. Noah and Allie, the two main characters, fell in love, and then they ended up getting separated. And he always loved her, and she always loved him too, but he was really never able to truly move on. So similar to this person, whether or not you've met them or you're going to meet them, once they meet you, you're going to be the one that they want and only you. So they're gonna really fall very much in love with you, and they're gonna only want to be with you. Okay, so with the Hermit card, this person might be somebody who's very deep. They're gonna think about you often. They probably feel very deeply. They're very reflective, and they're a little bit of a solitary person. So they might not be somebody who has a lot of friends, but in a not in a bad way. Just they're somebody who enjoys being alone. So yeah, so the Queen of Pentacles, yeah, there could be a difference in financial pasts and just things that that you both have had to go through in your life. So the Ace of Cups, I have a feeling there's going to be a new start, so similar to in the movie. So there's a little bit of time where they're not together, but they ultimately end up being together because they're both very much in love with each other. And even though things have causes them to be apart. They they constantly think about each other. They're completely in love with one another, and especially Noah and the character Ali, like he never gives up on her. And in fact, she had mentioned earlier in the movie what her dream house would be, and he built it. So when they weren't together, he built it in hopes that it would somehow bring her back to him. So that kind of connects to the Fates card. So that's about loving somebody unconditionally. So yeah, it's sort of like this relationship was fated to be together, and they end up growing old together, and even though they have a lot of differences, both in their pasts and in their personalities, so you might be very different than this person, but you're going to love each other very deeply. Okay. So, I'm feeling like somebody's priorities might be a little bit materialistic at times, but ultimately, it's going to be that money doesn't matter and your relationship is what matters. And with the Union card, it's going to be a very strong relationship, and you're going to be able to get through problems and life challenges together. So I definitely feel like this is going to be a long-lasting, lifetime relationship, similar to in the movie. The Union, too, is about addressing buried feelings. So if you're not together for a certain amount of time, I think it'll come a point where you end up reuniting and confessing how much you love each other, and doesn't matter like what differences you have or what you both have been through, you two will end up coming together even if there's a little bit of time where you're not together. So you might know this person, or maybe you were separated from this person currently and you want to be with them. So that could be the case for some of you. Okay. They're definitely very infatuated with you. So there's a lot of chemistry, like it was almost like a love at first sight thing. So this person, when they meet you, it'll truly be love at first sight. So in the movie, when Noah first meets Ali, right away, he's like, who is that? Like falls in love with her, tries to impress her right away. So this person might really try to impress you and get your attention, and right away you're just gonna know that they're right away in love with you. Okay, so let's do your charms. Okay, so this makes a lot of sense too. So in the movie, Noah works very hard. So there's some symbols for that here. So like I said, so he builds this house for Ali, hoping that she'll come back to him and be with him. And so he does a lot of hard work and a lot of focus just to build her this home, because that's how he imagined their life being together. So this person will probably be very creative, very talented. This person might end up being a carpenter or a builder of some kind. So when and if you're ever apart, they're going to feel like they're missing a part of themselves. So we've got the ring here. So it's definitely going to be a long-lasting, committed relationship, like a lifetime thing. So if you've seen the movie, then you know that they're end up being together forever. It's a very committed, it's a beautiful movie. If you haven't seen it, I definitely recommend it. It's the first movie where I cried like a baby, and throughout almost the whole movie, it was so beautiful. So time. So this tells me that there might be, again, a period of time where you're not together, or that you haven't been together, but ultimately, if it's meant to be, you'll be brought together again. Truth. So somebody might have to reveal their true feelings. Persistence. So in the movie, Noah does not give up on Ali. He writes her, like, I forget how many he said. He he writes her like a letter a day for a couple years anyway, so persistent. So this person's going to be very persistent and very committed to you. So with the money symbol, again, so there might be some differences in finances, so how you're both used to living. But it's ultimately not going to matter. All that's going to matter is the way you feel for each other. So this charm is about somebody trying to impress somebody. So, like I said earlier, similar to in the movie, when he meets you or when she meets you, they're going to try very hard to impress you and get your attention. He'll probably ask you out right away, and it'll be love at first sight for him. Okay. Just making sure I'm not missing anything. So yeah, it'll be a very committed, strong, loving relationship, very loyal. A lot of symbols of loyalty here. And this person will remain committed to you. And really, it's going to be just with the fated card, like a fated, meant to be type relationship. It's going to be a lot of adventure in your relationship. And they might show you sides of yourself that you've never seen. Like, you'll both be good for each other because you're both going to have a lot of differences, but those differences are going to be what brings you together. Okay, group 1. Very cool. So you got one of my favorite romantic movies. I love it. And it's such a beautiful story. If you haven't seen it, again, I'll link the trailer in the description. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I know it's a little bit different than the other readings I've done. So if you enjoyed it, I'd love to hear about it in the comments or if it resonated. And if you have any other suggestions for videos, I also love hearing those. And feel free to like and subscribe and hit the bell if you'd like to hear about more videos. And thank you so much for watching, Group 1. Have a good night. Hi, Group 2. This message is for you if you chose popcorn. And today's question again was, what will my love story be? So what movie will my love life be like? So let's choose your movie first, and then we'll look at your cards and see what the connections are with the movie. Oh, almost got 2 there. Okay, so let's put that there. Nice. Okay. Ah. So you got Just Friends, and that's a movie with Ryan Reynolds. It's really funny, actually. So let's see what cards you got, and then we'll see what your love life brings. So Knight of Swords, 8 of Swords, 2 of Swords, lots of swords. Death. Okay, that does not mean death, just so you know, it means transformation. 6 of Wands, nice. Come to the Edge. And the Listening card. Okay, so swords are about our thoughts. So there's a lot going on in somebody's head. So similar to in the movie. So the movie, basically, there's this character named Chris who's in love with his best friend. And he's sort of stuck in the friend zone. So he goes away for quite some time out of town and comes home. And he's completely transformed. So that would make sense that we pulled the Death card, actually. But, yeah, let's see here. So, 8 of Swords is about feeling trapped. So that would make sense with the sort of friend zone theme here. So there might be somebody that feels like they're stuck in the friend zone. So there might be somebody that secretly has feelings for you, or you might have secret feelings for somebody else that you're already friends with. And this person might be going through some changes. So in the movie, the character Chris isn't very confident. He's sort of hasn't really come into himself yet. Like, he hasn't, like, later on when he comes home, he's completely changed his appearance. He's confident, he's successful, whereas in high school, he wasn't really like that so much. He didn't really have much confidence. So this person could be going through a similar transition. And with the Knight of Swords, this particular Knight of Swords is a little bit egotistical, as you can tell by the picture there. So that would make sense with this movie theme too, because the character comes home and he's trying to impress the girl that he loves with sort of things that she doesn't really care about, like money and cars, and he's kind of acting like sort of pompous. So that card is very similar. So this person might try to impress you with things that don't really impress you. So I think guys and girls, sometimes we try to impress people with things that really aren't as important as how we treat people, right? So they might be showing off, or sort of acting egotistical, or like overcompensating for something. You know, that sort of like swagger, good looking, trying to impress you kind of attitude, where, you know, really we fall in love with the person, because the person can be the best looking person on earth and have the worst personality, and we won't find them attractive typically. So it's not what's important. So they might be forgetting that and trying to impress you with things sort of to get your attention, because maybe they are in the friend zone or you're in the friend zone. So you'll have to decide how that fits in for you. So the Two of Swords is all about indecision, and they have a blindfold on. So there's some things that you might not see. So maybe this person has a secret crush on you, or they're trying to make a decision, or you'll be the one trying to decide whether to stay just friends or become more. So there might be some decision making coming, you know, once they open up about how they feel. Okay, with the listening card, it's important to be responsive. So similar to in the movie, at the beginning, he tries to tell the girl how he feels, but she's not really paying attention or listening. So you might be in the situation where somebody's tried to open up or sort of hint at how they feel, and maybe you weren't being responsive, or you just weren't really paying attention. So pay attention to the signs, because somebody might be trying to drop some serious hints that they care about you, but you might not be seeing those hints. So Come to the Edge card is about taking a leap of faith. So this person might really have to take a leap of faith and, you know, lay it all on the line and just say, look, this is how I feel, which is kind of maybe nerve-wracking for them, because they don't want to ruin the friendship that they have with you, or vice versa. Again, this could vary depending on the person. So it's kind of about dropping your guard and just like laying it on the line and voicing how you feel. So okay, so with the Six of Wands, this person might be very successful now and they weren't before. So now they're trying to show that off to you, sort of. So this person could be involved, like in the movie, in some sort of creative endeavor or creative job. So in the movie, the character Chris was involved in music. So this person might be involved in music, theater, YouTube, something creative. And they're, you know, highly regarded in that area. So they're very successful in whatever that they do. So sometimes they might use that to impress people or try to make themselves, you know, appear more attractive, I guess. So there's definitely going to be a transformation with the Death card. Again, that means transformation. So there's going to be a transformation of some kind revolving around a friendship. So for you, group 2, I think that your love life is going to stem from a relationship. Could be one that you already have, like a friendship that you already have with somebody that you've known a long time. Or it could be someone that you're going to meet eventually and start off as friends and sort of go into something else. But let's look at your charms and see if there's anything additional that we need to know. And I put it in the little themed popcorn thing because I love theming, I guess. But see. Okay. Oh, I love it. Okay, so you got the truth charm. So there needs to be a truth told. So again, this person probably hasn't told you yet how they feel. Guess this person cares about you. Friendship. Okay, this is what I love about tarot and charms. Again, they always make sense. So the Road Knight is a lot, very friendship-focused stone. It's funny, because in the movie, actually, this is sort of just a side note, he skates, like he's a hockey player, so this person might be a hockey player involved in hockey. Okay, so the little frog, sort of that sort of frog prince idea, like in the movie he transforms to someone who isn't really very confident into like this super good looking, confident character. But he ends up having to work hard, put a lot of work in to get the girl's attention. So this person might be really persistent and working very hard to get your attention, because there's 3 symbols here about work and persistence. So this person's obviously got their eye on you. They're trying really hard to make something out of this friendship, but you might not be open to it or might not be aware that that's how they feel. So the door has to do with new beginnings, new openings, and new like realization. So this little door actually opens up. So someone might be opening the door to a new sort of relationship with you, or have some truths to reveal to you, again with the truth charm. Pineapple, symbol of friendship. So this person is somebody you probably will or do care about already a great deal, but it's just going to be a matter of whether or not you want to turn that into a romantic relationship. Okay. Yeah, this person might be a little bit of, have a little bit of a pompous attitude sometimes, but it's more about them just trying to appear favorable to people around them. So new perspective. So yeah, you might get a new perspective and you might realize that you have feelings for them too. You might already have feelings for a friend. So this, again, this is just themes, okay? So you'll have to fit it into, if this is going to resonate, you'll know exactly where it fits in and who's who, and like, you know, you'll know how it resonates with your situation. So loyalty, this person again is very loyal to you, probably already a very good friend to you. Very interesting. So 4 could be significant for some reason. You know, you might have met this person 4 years ago. This might happen in 4 years. You might meet on the fourth month. So 4 will have some sort of significance to you. Paying attention, listening, you know, listen to little things around, because they have some secrets. There's a lot of symbols here about secrets, reveal the truth. So this is definitely about a friendship, just similar to in the movie. All the signs sort of point to somebody who has a great deal of feelings for you, that for some reason they've just been in the friend zone, or they will be. So you might not have met this person, but I think for a lot of you, you might already be friends with this person, so I think you know who I'm talking about. So I'd love to hear that if that's the case in the comments. I love your comments a lot. Also, if this did resonate, please let me know, and yeah, subscribe for more videos and hit the bell if you want to hear any more. And if you have any suggestions for videos you'd like to see, I really enjoy reading your suggestions. So, okay, group 2, thank you so much and good luck. I hope it all works out for you. Thanks so much. Bye. Hi, group 3. This message is for you if you chose the M&M's candy for your treat. And the question today again was, what will my love story be? So what movie will my love life be like? So let's pick your movie first. And I have, so far I haven't picked any movies that I have the cases for, but, and it's not really important if you've seen the movie or not, because I'm going to link the trailers in the description. More so what this is about is the themes that come up in the movie might be similar themes that you experience with your story. So, okay. Cool, so let's see here. And I'll do your charms in just a minute. Okay. Chocolat, okay. Oh my god, which is funny because you picked chocolate, so very, very fitting. That's awesome. Okay, so let's see what you got here. I think I have the case to that one here. So I had all these other movies picked out. Yes I do. Okay. So I might do another reading like this if you guys like it. So you picked this movie, Chocolat. So I'm just going to read it to you really quick since I do have the case here. So it just says, very quick, Chocolat is the beautiful and captivating comedy from the acclaimed director of The Cider House Rules. Okay. Nobody could have imagined the impact that the striking Vienne would make when she arrived in the tranquil, old-fashioned French town. In her very unusual chocolate shop, Vienne begins to create mouth-watering confections that almost magically inspire the straight-laced villagers to abandon themselves into temptation and happiness. But it is not until another stranger, the handsome Rue, Johnny Depp, arrives in town that Vianne is finally able to recognize her own desires. So this movie I definitely recommend. I love it. It was actually the movie that like made me fall in love with Johnny Depp. I love this movie. It's awesome. So definitely recommend. So yeah, I'm just going to set this aside and we'll look at your cards and see what your love story will be like. If it's anything like the movie you're in. Yeah, you got the Two of Cups. Knight of Cups, nice. Okay, very romantic already. King of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, protection, and deep knowing. Okay, just give me a minute here. Okay. So, similar to in the movie, the character Vianne is very sort of misunderstood. So she arrives in this village during Lent and opens up a chocolate shop. So the villagers are sort of looking at her like, what are you doing? She's very sort of misunderstood and sort of unusual, but kind of in the best of ways. She's very unique and talented and creative and like a passionate person. So you might sometimes identify with those qualities. Maybe you're somebody who always felt a little bit different and unique, which is a really good thing. Okay. So as far as the cards go, just trying to... So Two of Cups. So we know it's going to be a very strong magnetic attraction right away. And if it's anything like Johnny Depp, that'll be easy. But anyways, you're going to have a strong understanding of each other, and it'll be a very harmonious sort of relationship. Now with the Knight of Cups is a very romantic knight. Very charming, talented, and the character in the movie is very talented. He plays the guitar, so this person might be very mysterious, maybe a little bit moody, like very emotional, romantic, confident, probably somebody who, you know, because he's so romantic, shows you what your desires are. So with the Two of Cups, very, very passionate connection here. So the King of Pentacles, usually I would say would be something like a financial stability, but in this case I don't think it is. Only because the two characters both are sort of, like they travel sort of village to village, and the character Rue, who Johnny Depp plays, isn't a rich, a rich person. However, very charismatic. This person might be a good, like a family man, like the person that you meet, good with kids, because in the movie, Rue is very good with Vianne's daughter. And he'll probably, how I think the Pentacles comes in here is I think he'll probably help you become successful. So Vianne has her little business, and Rue helps her out a lot with it. So at one point she's got like a broken squeaky door, and he goes and fixes it, so he's very handy. So this person will probably help you succeed with your passions. And just the nature of her business, like a chocolate shop, it's a very like sort of like sensual, sort of like romantic business in itself. So that's a really strong theme here. So you're gonna have a very passionate relationship for sure. Deep knowing card, I think this person's going to play an extremely meaningful role in your life. Probably the kind of person that makes such an impact in a positive way that they completely change the way your life goes, but in like the best possible way, if that makes sense. And it's also about trusting your heart, so following your deep intuition and following your heart and the things that make you happy. So the wands too, so following your passion and might lead you to this person. And this is going to be something the person admires about you. So like in the movie, she owns this like amazing chocolate shop, and every time I watch it I have to eat chocolate, so it's so good. But yeah, so she owns this little cute business, and he helps her with it and just admires her and thinks, so highly of her. And speaking of, with the protection card, he'll probably be very protective of you. As I recall, I haven't seen the movie in a little while, but there's a scene where there's a fire and he has to save her. So he'll probably, similar to that kind of characteristic, he'll be very protective of you. He'll want the best for you. he's just going to just think the world of you and be very romantic towards you. Yeah, I love this. This is cool. Okay, so let's do your charms now. Oh. Okay, so just pull your charms out here. Get the frame here. Okay, so maybe this person is a Virgo or Pisces, maybe like a water sign, which would explain all the emotional. So we've got the woman and the man here. Got the passport. Okay, so travel might be a big part of your relationship. And that makes sense because in the movie, they're both sort of travelers. They go from village to village. So you guys might meet while traveling, travel together, go on a lot of adventures together, which the turtle also is a symbol for. And not only are you going to be lovers, but great friends too. So you're going to be supportive of each other's passions. I'm going to pull a few more. I just want a little bit more information here. Okay. That's enough, I think. Okay, just give me a minute here to make any... Yeah, very adventurous relationship. This could happen sometime around the fall, I'm seeing here with the leaf here. Two symbols of passion side by side, right next to the man that one landed. So he'll be very passionate. Bring a lot of that male energy there towards you with the flower too. So very attractive relationship. You're both going to be extremely attracted to one another. Adventurous, lots of symbols for adventure here. Positivity, and I just kept wanting to pull more for this one, so there's a lot going on here in this. Okay, so this is probably already in the works behind the scenes. This person could be coming in soon, or like I said, in the fall, like some sort of seasonal change time is when you'll probably meet them, or you could have already met them, if you know who I'm talking about. So working hard, a lot of symbols about hard work here. So you're probably a very hard worker. So there's a chance too with the pentacles that we pulled that you might meet this person through work. Okay. Okay, protectiveness. So he'll probably be very protective of you, like I said. Yeah, I'm just seeing if I'm missing a very deep. So like with the little pot, I usually associate that with like deep emotions. And sometimes like that boiling, bubbling sense of like, it can get quite intense at times, but I think in this case, the best of ways. Protective, a lot of symbols of protection here. So, and like on guard, like he might even be almost, I don't know how to say, like almost overprotective in the sense like he worries too much maybe about you, or he will worry too much about you. But with the passion here, and here, okay. He'll be able to work out some problems in your life for you and help you. Like I said earlier, he'll be very helpful, probably very handy. Like what I mentioned with the character helping her fix the door. So he'll be very handy. So let's just go over quickly the qualities before we wrap up here. So he sounds pretty interesting. So he's very passionate, number one. He'll help you achieve your goals and help be hardworking towards your goals as well. Very charming, talented, perhaps a little bit moody, maybe a little bit overprotective at times, but just very intense. I have a feeling he's a water sign because we did get the water sign here. So yeah, very intense man, very like romantic, mysterious, confident. He'll probably bring out sides of you that, are sort of new to you. Lots of adventure here. You might know who this is. You might already be dreaming about them. You might be friends with them already. So, and especially with this charm here, I get the feeling you already know exactly who this is. So, and if you don't, they'll be coming soon. like I said, at some sort of seasonal change. So it could be spring going into summer, summer going into spring, or pardon me, summer going into fall, you know. So it'll probably be around that time, like just while the seasons are changing, that you might meet them, or that you have met them, or that, you know, things will really sort of boil over and become more intense, I guess. Okay, very cool. Good movie, group 3. So I hope you enjoyed that reading, and I hope it resonated. If it did, I'd love to hear about it, or if you have any other suggestions for videos that you want to see, I'd love to hear. And thank you so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe and hit the little bell icon in case you want to hear about videos that I come out with soon. I know this one was a little bit different, but yeah, I thought it was a little bit fun. So thank you so much for watching group 3, and have a good night. Bye.